Across the vast, sun-scorched plains of the African Savannah, a powerful and intricate society thrives, hidden in plain sight beneath the golden grasses and beneath the shade of ancient acacia trees. This is the world of the lion pride, a family unit bound by blood, loyalty, and a silent understanding that every life within the group is woven into the fate of the whole. The pride is not merely a gathering of lions, but a living dynasty, a tactical army governed by an unwritten code of strength, strategy, and deep social bonds that have evolved over countless generations. Each day the pride moves as one, an orchestrated ballet of muscle and instinct. Every member, from the smallest cub to the oldest matriarch, has a role to play in the ongoing drama of survival. The formidable males stand as vigilant guardians, their presence a shield against danger, while the lionesses, resilient and resourceful, are the heart of the pride, the primary providers and nurturers. Their shared existence is a testament to the power of cooperation. When the hunt begins, the lionesses move with silent precision, each one knowing her place in the formation, each one trusting the others to play their part. The social structure of the pride is a complex tapestry, woven from threads of dominance and submission, affection and rivalry. Lionesses groom one another, reinforcing bonds and soothing tensions, while cubs watch and learn the subtle language of their kind. At its core, the pride is a matriarchal society, typically composed of several related lionesses, their cubs tumbling at their feet, and a small number of adult males who have fought to earn their place among them. This structure is ever-changing, shaped by fierce battles for dominance, the arrival of new cubs, and the constant threat of rivals lurking at the edges of their territory. Within this living kingdom, every glance, every gesture carries meaning. A flick of the tail, a low growl, a gentle nuzzle. These are the words of the pride, the language that keeps order and peace. Leadership is not simply a matter of brute force. The dominant male, his mane thick and dark, leads with a blend of strength and wisdom, while the oldest lioness, the matriarch, guides the pride with her memory of seasons past and her knowledge of the land. Life within the pride revolves around a central theme: the relentless struggle for territory and resources. Every meal is hard-won, every patch of shade a prize to be defended. The boundaries of their domain are invisible lines drawn in the dust, yet they are fiercely defended. Males patrol these borders, their senses sharp, their roars a warning to any who would dare trespass. When rivals approach, the air crackles with tension. Territorial disputes erupt into thunderous clashes, where the fate of cubs and the future of the pride hang in the balance. The males, with their powerful roars, send a message that echoes for miles, a declaration of strength, a promise of retribution to any who threaten their reign. Meanwhile, the lionesses focus on nurturing the next generation. They hunt with silent coordination, feed their cubs with patience, and teach them the skills they will need to survive in a world where only the strong endure. As dawn breaks, the pride basks in the gentle warmth of the rising sun. The golden light reveals a scene of quiet intimacy, lions sprawled together, breathing in unison, their bodies pressed close in a gesture of trust and belonging. Beneath the acacia's shade, lionesses rest, their eyes half closed, while cubs tumble and pounce, their playful battles a rehearsal for the challenges that lie ahead. A large male, his mane catching the morning light, sits apart, ever watchful. His gaze sweeps the horizon, alert to the distant calls of rivals or the subtle movements of prey. Yet this peace is fragile. At any moment, a sudden movement or unfamiliar scent can shatter the calm, transforming the pride from a scene of tranquility to one of alert readiness. It is this delicate balance between serenity and vigilance, between fierce competition and unwavering cooperation, that defines the lion pride. Here, in the heart of the savannah, the pride endures as one of nature's most compelling and powerful warrior societies, their story written in the dust and the dawn, in every shared meal and every hard-fought victory. The life of a male lion is a saga written in dust and blood, a relentless journey marked by hardship, danger, and fleeting triumph. From the moment a young male first opens his eyes to the golden light of the savannah, his fate is set upon a path of struggle. As he grows, the world around him becomes a crucible, forging him into a warrior long before he ever claims a throne. The mane that eventually crowns his head is more than a symbol of majesty. It is a battle standard, a living armor that shields his neck and signals his strength to all who cross his path. Each strand is earned through adversity, each scar beneath it a testament to the battles he has survived. As adolescence approaches, the young male is cast out from the only family he has ever known. The pride, once a sanctuary, becomes a place of exile. Driven by instinct and the unyielding laws of the wild, he is forced to leave, setting out into the vast, unforgiving wilderness. Alone, survival is a daily gamble. But often, these exiles find each other, brothers, cousins, or unrelated outcasts, drawn together by necessity. They form coalitions, alliances forged in hardship, where trust is built on shared hunger and the ever-present threat of danger. Together, they learn the art of survival. Hunting is no longer a lesson observed from the safety of the pride, but a desperate need. They stalk the shadows, perfecting their tactics, practicing the skills of ambush and pursuit. Play fights become brutal training, each mock battle sharpening their reflexes for the real wars to come. The ultimate test awaits, the Clash of Kings. This is no mere contest, but a violent reckoning where only the strongest, most cunning, and most determined will survive. The air crackles with tension as coalitions challenge the reigning males, each side knowing that defeat means exile, injury, or death. When the time comes, the coalition moves as one, confronting the resident males in a storm of roars, claws, and fangs. The ground shakes with the fury of their battle, dust swirling around the combatants as they fight for the right to rule. These battles are savage and swift, a blur of muscle and violence. Lions use every weapon at their disposal, their immense weight, bone-crushing jaws, and razor-sharp claws to overpower their rivals. Injuries are inevitable, and the cost of failure is steep. Victory brings no peace, only a new set of burdens. The defeated are driven into the wilderness, their reign ended. The victors, now kings, inherit not only the pride, but the constant threat of future challenges. The new rulers must remain ever vigilant. The savannah is a land of shifting power, and every horizon may conceal a new threat. The coalition stands guard, their senses attuned to the faintest sign of intrusion, their bodies ready to defend what they have fought so hard to claim. Their primary duty is now the protection of the pride, lionesses, cubs, and territory. They are the shield against all dangers, their presence a constant reassurance to those they guard. Day and night they patrol the boundaries of their domain, marking the land with scent and sending their thunderous roars across the plains. These roars are both a warning and a challenge, a declaration that this land is claimed and fiercely defended. The threats are many. Rival lions, ever watchful for weakness, and cunning predators like hyenas, test the coalition's resolve. A single lapse can spell disaster, especially for the vulnerable cubs hidden in the grass. The males respond with unwavering aggression, their size and ferocity forming a living wall between danger and the pride. They are the first line of defense, and often the last hope. Their vigilance allows the lionesses to focus on the hunt, to provide for the pride and nurture the next generation. The balance of power and responsibility is delicate, each role essential for survival. Yet the cost of kingship is steep. Every day brings new wounds, new scars, and the slow erosion of strength. The weight of leadership is heavy, and the toll it takes is written in every limp and weary gaze. The reign of a coalition is always under threat. Sooner or later, younger, stronger males will appear on the horizon, drawn by the promise of power. The cycle of challenge and conquest begins anew, and the old kings must face the same fate they once delivered. Exhaustion and injury accumulate, slowing even the mightiest. The relentless demands of defending territory, the constant battles, and the ever-present stress wear down the body and spirit. In this world, there is no room for weakness. A single misstep, a moment of hesitation, can mean the end. The pressure is unyielding, the stakes always life and death. And so the story of the male lion is one of tragic grandeur, a warrior forged by adversity, crowned by victory, and ultimately undone by the very forces that made him king. His journey is a testament to the harsh beauty of the wild, where every triumph is hard won, and every reign is destined to end as it began, in struggle, solitude, and the unending quest for survival. While the males may wear the crown, it is the lionesses who form the true backbone of the pride. They are the queens of this kingdom, bound together by bloodlines that can stretch back for generations. Unlike the males who come and go, the females typically remain in their birth pride for their entire lives, creating a stable and cohesive core. This enduring sisterhood is the foundation upon which the pride's success is built. The lionesses share the responsibilities of hunting, raising cubs, and defending their home with a remarkable level of cooperation. Their resilience and intelligence are the driving forces that ensure the pride's continuity and survival in a hostile world. The most critical burden carried by the lionesses is that of raising the next generation. They often synchronize their births, allowing them to raise their cubs together in a communal creche. This cooperative approach has enormous benefits. If a mother is out hunting, her cubs can be nursed and protected by her sisters or aunts. This shared parenting significantly increases the cub's chances of survival in an environment filled with dangers, from starvation to predation by hyenas or even rival male lions. The lionesses are patient and nurturing teachers, guiding their young through their first tentative steps and teaching them the complex skills needed for life on the savannah. Beyond their maternal duties, the lionesses are the pride's primary hunters. They are masters of strategy, using their intelligence and teamwork to bring down prey that is often much larger and faster than themselves. Their hunts are not chaotic chases, but carefully coordinated operations, with each lioness playing a specific role. Some may act as drivers, herding the target animal towards a pre-planned ambush, while others lie in wait, ready to launch the final, decisive attack. This advanced strategy allows them to successfully hunt formidable animals like buffalo and wildebeest, providing the essential nourishment that sustains the entire pride, including the large, powerful males. The life of a lioness is one of relentless work and unwavering dedication. She is a hunter, a mother, a teacher, and a defender all in one. She faces the constant threat of injury during a hunt, the heartbreak of losing cubs to the harsh realities of the wild, and the uncertainty brought by the changing dynamics of the pride's leadership. Yet through it all she endures. Her strength is not just physical, it is a deep, instinctual resilience that allows her to carry the weight of her responsibilities with grace and determination. The lionesses are the silent, steadfast rulers of the savannah, the true keepers of the pride's enduring legacy. As the first light of dawn breaks over the savannah, the lionesses are already on the move, their eyes scanning the horizon for potential prey. With silent communication and seamless coordination, they spread out, each knowing her role in the intricate dance of the hunt. As they close in on their target, the tension builds, every muscle poised for the explosive burst of speed that will bring down their quarry. The successful hunt is a testament to their skill and unity, and the pride gathers to share in the hard-won feast, each lioness ensuring that the cubs are fed first. After the hunt, the lionesses rest and groom each other, reinforcing the bonds that make their pride so formidable. They pass on their knowledge to the next generation, teaching the cubs the art of the hunt and the ways of the savannah. Ever vigilant, the lionesses also defend their territory from intruders, their fierce loyalty to the pride driving them to protect their home at all costs. They patrol the boundaries of their domain, marking their presence and ensuring that their territory remains secure. Through the heat of the day and the chill of the night, Through drought and rain, the lionesses endure, their spirit unbroken. As the sun sets on the savannah, the lionesses continue their eternal vigil, the silent guardians of their realm, the true heart of the pride. In the heart of the savannah, as the golden light fades and shadows stretch across the land, the lion's reputation as the king of beasts is brought to life in a breathtaking display of strategy and strength. The pride moves as one, each member attuned to the others, every step calculated, every movement deliberate. Here, raw power is seamlessly woven with a sophisticated, almost orchestral pack strategy. When the pride sets its sights on formidable prey, Cape buffalo, zebra, or even the towering young giraffe, the challenge is immense. These animals are not only swift and strong, but also fiercely protective of their own. The hunt is a perilous dance, a test of nerve and unity, where a single misstep can mean injury or empty bellies for days. Success demands more than muscle. It calls for tactical warfare, an intricate plan forged from experience, instinct, and the unspoken bond that ties the pride together. Each lioness knows her place in this living machine. They move in perfect synchrony, their bodies flowing across the grasslands like a single, powerful current. Over generations, the lionesses have honed their craft, becoming the pride's primary hunters and the architects of its survival. Their triumphs are not just victories of strength, but of intelligence and cooperation, proof that unity can overcome even the most daunting odds. The hunt often begins beneath a cloak of darkness, when the world is hushed and the air is cool, or in the liminal hours of dawn and dusk when the light is low and the lion's keen night vision gives them a silent edge. Their eyes, glowing like embers in the gloom, pierce the darkness, allowing them to track every movement of their quarry. The pride fans out, each lioness slipping into position with practiced ease. The terrain becomes their ally. Tall grass, dense bushes, and rocky outcrops offer cover for their silent approach. They melt into the landscape, bodies pressed low, muscles coiled, every sense alert to the slightest sound or scent. With each step, they exploit every shadow and every patch of cover, their tawny coats blending perfectly with the earth and foliage. Their approach is a masterclass in stealth, padded paws gliding over the ground, barely a whisper of sound betraying their presence. Even the dry earth yields no clue as they move with the patience and precision of seasoned hunters. Communication is a language of glances and gestures, silent, swift, and unmistakable to those who know how to read it. A flick of an ear signals a change in direction, a subtle turn of the head marks a new target, and a low, nearly inaudible growl passes instructions through the ranks, guiding the pride like a conductor's baton. Each lioness falls into her role with instinctive precision, arranging herself for the final coordinated assault. The pride forms a living net, tightening around the unsuspecting prey. Their strategy is often a classic pincer movement, an ancient tactic, perfected by time and necessity. Lionesses approach from multiple directions, sowing confusion and panic among the herd. The prey, bewildered and desperate, scatters in all directions, the herd's unity shattered in an instant. Some lionesses act as wings, flanking the herd and guiding a vulnerable target toward the center of the trap. The young, the old, or the weak are singled out, herded inexorably toward the waiting ambush. There, the strongest and most experienced hunters lie in wait, hidden by grass and shadow, their bodies tense with anticipation. The moment the prey is separated from the safety of its herd, the pride's plan reaches its climax. In a heartbeat, the trap is sprung. Lionesses explode from their cover, a blur of muscle and determination. They close the distance in seconds, their speed and agility overwhelming the isolated animal. The final moments are a whirlwind of power and precision, each lioness playing her part in the takedown. One lioness may leap onto the prey's back, anchoring it with her weight, while another lunges for the throat or muzzle, seeking the vital hold that will end the struggle. Together, they topple even the mightiest of adversaries, their combined strength irresistible. The suffocating bite is delivered with precision, bringing the hunt to its inevitable conclusion. The struggle ends, and the savannah falls silent once more. Yet not every hunt ends in triumph. The cost is high: exhaustion, risk, and sometimes empty bellies. Failure is a constant companion, a reminder of the harsh realities of life in the wild. But when the pride succeeds, the reward is shared by all. The pride gathers, feasting together, their unity reaffirmed by the fruits of their labor. The males, powerful and imposing, arrive to claim their share, their presence a shield against would-be thieves. They eat first, asserting their dominance, but their strength is the pride's final defense. With the males standing guard, the pride's hard-won meal is protected from scavengers lurking in the shadows. In this symphony of strategy and strength, every member plays a vital part: hunters, defenders, and caretakers, ensuring the pride not only survives but thrives in the wild heart of Africa. Life on the African savannah is a story of endurance, where every sunrise brings new challenges and every sunset marks another day survived. Here, the land is both a provider and a relentless adversary, shaping the fate of all who call it home. For the lions of Ruaha National Park, the dry season is a test of patience and perseverance. As the sun scorches the earth, waterholes vanish, and the once teeming herds drift away, leaving the pride to navigate a world stripped of abundance. The landscape transforms into a realm of dust and silence. Rivers dwindle to mere memories, and the grasslands fade to brittle husks. Each hunt becomes a gamble, where the cost of failure is measured in precious energy lost. In these lean months, the pride draws together, their bonds forged in hardship. The youngest and weakest cling to the safety of the group, their survival dependent on the strength and wisdom of their elders. Every drop of water, every morsel of food is fiercely guarded and shared. When the rains finally arrive, they sweep across the savannah in a symphony of renewal. Parched earth drinks deeply, rivers swell with life, and the air fills with the scent of new grass. The great herds return, and with them the promise of feasts for the patient hunters. In this season of plenty, the pride flourishes. Cubs tumble through emerald grass, learning the skills they will need to survive. Adults regain their strength, and the pride's unity is reaffirmed in the shared bounty of the hunt. Yet, the rhythm of the savannah is shifting. Seasons blur, and the once predictable cycles of rain and drought become erratic. The lions sense the change in the wind, the uncertainty in the sky, and adapt as only the resilient can. As grasslands shrink and water becomes scarce, the boundaries between prides blur. Competition intensifies, and the struggle for territory grows fierce. Only the most resourceful and united prides endure, their survival a testament to their adaptability. The harshness of the new world leaves its mark. Injuries heal slowly, and the young face greater odds. But the pride's strength lies in its unity, each member playing a role, from the vigilant sentinels to the nurturing mothers. When waterholes dry and prey vanish, the lions do not surrender. They travel farther, hunt by moonlight, and teach their young to read the subtle signs of the land. Their resilience is etched in every scar, every silent step across the dust. In the face of a world transformed, the lions endure. They are the living memory of the savannah's ancient rhythms, adapting with each new challenge, their spirit unbroken. The future is uncertain, but the pride's story is one of hope, courage, and the unyielding will to survive. Across the vast tapestry of the animal kingdom, the intricate social dynamics and survival strategies of the lion pride find their echoes in the lives of countless other creatures. Though separated by continents and climates, the fundamental drive to survive, thrive, and protect the next generation weaves a common thread through the wild. In the ancient, mist-shrouded forests and sprawling wetlands of Croatia, a different stage is set, yet the drama of life and death, of territory and dominance, plays out with equal intensity. Here the red deer, Europe's largest and most regal deer, emerges as a symbol of strength and resilience. Much like the lion, the stag's very presence commands respect. his antlers rising like a crown above the undergrowth. As autumn's chill settles over the land, the forest becomes a battleground. Stags lock antlers in thunderous clashes, each vying for the right to sire the next generation. The air vibrates with the sound of their struggle, a raw contest of power and endurance. These antlers, more than mere ornaments, are weapons forged by evolution. In the aftermath of battle, the victor stands tall, surrounded by a harem of females, his reward for strength and tenacity mirroring the lion's hard-won dominance over his pride. The defeated retreat, their genes left behind as the strongest pass theirs forward. This relentless contest for supremacy is nature's way of ensuring that only the fittest shape the future of the herd. The stag's bellow, echoing through the ancient oaks of the Pannonian Basin, is both a challenge and a proclamation. Like the lion's thunderous roar rolling across the savannah, it is a declaration of power, a warning to rivals, and a call to potential mates. Though the settings differ, one a sun-dappled forest, the other a golden plain, their stories are bound by the same laws: competition for territory, the struggle for dominance, and the ceaseless quest to ensure the survival of their lineage. Within both the deer herd and the lion pride, these battles shape the very fabric of society. Hierarchies are established, roles defined, and the future of the group secured by the strength of its leaders. Across the wild, even among species that seem worlds apart, the bonds of family and the defense of territory are universal. From the smallest den to the largest herd, the instinct to protect and nurture unites them all. In the tranquil waters of the Sava Marsh, the Eurasian beaver becomes an architect of survival. With tireless determination, it shapes the land, building dams that transform the flow of rivers and create safe havens for its kin. The beaver family works in perfect harmony, each member contributing to the construction of their fortress. Their lodges, crafted from wood and mud, are sanctuaries, defenses against the ever-present threat of predators. These structures are more than homes. They are the heart of the beaver's world, a testament to cooperation and ingenuity, echoing the lion pride's vigilant defense of its territory and young. Whether in the African grasslands or the marshy wetlands, the theme is the same: families united by purpose, defending their home and nurturing the next generation with unwavering resolve. These parallels stretch across the globe, linking the world's most iconic megafauna in a silent kinship of survival and strength. In the grasslands of India, the greater one-horned rhinoceros stands as a solitary sentinel. Its thick, armor-plated skin and formidable horn are both shield and sword, tools for defending its precious territory. Though it lives alone, the rhino's vigilance is unyielding. It patrols its domain with a quiet intensity, marking boundaries and confronting any who dare intrude, embodying the same fierce territoriality seen in the lion's world. With keen senses of smell and hearing, the rhino compensates for its poor eyesight, ever alert to the subtle signs of danger or opportunity, ensuring its reign endures. From the united strength of a lion pride to the solitary might of a stag or rhino, the animal kingdom is a living testament to the universal drive for survival. Each species, in its own way, fights to carve out a place in the world, to defend its home, and to secure a future for those who will follow. In every corner of the wild, the story of life is written in the language of courage, competition, and kinship. Across the vast, sun-baked plains of Africa, the lion pride is a living testament to the power of unity. Each member, from the formidable males to the nurturing lionesses and playful cubs, plays a vital role in the intricate dance of survival. The pride moves as one, a fluid force that adapts to the ever-changing rhythms of the savannah. In the golden light of dawn, lionesses fan out, their bodies low and muscles taut, communicating with subtle glances and flicks of their tails. Their strategy is one of silent coordination. Each lioness knows her place in the hunt, weaving through the grass to encircle their quarry. The pride's success depends on this seamless teamwork, a choreography honed by generations. The males, with their imposing presence and thunderous roars, serve as guardians of the pride's territory. Their deep calls echo across the plains, a warning to rivals and a rallying cry for the pride. When danger approaches, they stand resolute, defending their kin with unmatched ferocity. Within the heart of the pride, the cubs are nurtured and protected by all the lionesses. Here, survival is a communal effort. Lionesses share the duties of nursing, grooming, and teaching the young. Through play and imitation, cubs learn the skills they will one day need, their future secured by the collective wisdom of the pride. As the sun climbs high and the heat becomes relentless, the pride seeks refuge in the shade. Here, they rest and recover, conserving energy for the next hunt. This rhythm of activity and rest is a crucial adaptation, allowing lions to thrive in an environment where water and prey can be scarce. During the dry season, the pride's survival depends on their ability to traverse great distances in search of water. Their endurance and unity are tested as they journey across parched earth, always alert for the promise of rain or the glimmer of a distant waterhole. In some regions, lions have adapted to life in wetlands and floodplains. Here, they wade through marshes and leap across streams, their hunting tactics shifting to suit the watery landscape. These lions become masters of ambush, using reeds and water to conceal their approach. In the arid reaches of southern Africa, desert-adapted lions endure harsh conditions. They travel vast distances between sparse prey, their coats dusted with sand, their bodies lean and resilient. These lions have learned to hunt at night, using the cool darkness to their advantage, and to survive on little water, drawing moisture from their prey. In rocky outcrops and hills, lions use elevation to their advantage. From these vantage points, they scan the land for movement, their keen senses attuned to the faintest sound or scent. The pride's adaptability allows them to exploit every corner of their domain, from open plains to rugged hills. When a hunt is successful, the pride gathers to feast. The meal is shared, with each member taking their turn. Lionesses defend the kill from opportunistic scavengers, their unity and strength ensuring that the pride's hard-won prize is not lost. As night falls, the pride's world transforms. The darkness brings both danger and opportunity. Lions communicate with low rumbles and soft calls, their bonds reaffirmed in the quiet hours. Together they face the mysteries of the night, their survival secured by the strength of their unity. Across continents and habitats, the lion's story is one of remarkable adaptation. Whether navigating the open savanna, the shifting wetlands, the arid desert, or the rugged hills, each pride develops unique strategies to meet the challenges of their world. Their survival is a symphony of cooperation, resilience, and instinct, a living legacy of nature's ingenuity. The lion pride stands as a symbol of what can be achieved when individuals unite for a common purpose. Their journey across continents and through countless generations is a testament to the enduring power of adaptation and the unbreakable bonds of family. In every corner of their realm, lions continue to write their story, one of survival, strength, and the extraordinary strategies that make them the true warriors of the wild. To truly step into the world of these powerful warriors, let us leave behind numbers and facts, and instead immerse ourselves in the daily rhythm of their wild existence. Imagine the savannah at dawn, golden light spilling across endless grasslands, dew glistening on every blade, and the air alive with the distant calls of birds and the soft rustle of the wind. Picture yourself as a young lion cub, your fur still soft and spotted, hidden deep within the tall, whispering grass. The world is vast and mysterious, every sound a new discovery, every shadow a potential adventure or threat. Your senses are alive, nose twitching at the earthy aroma of the soil, the sweet perfume of acacia blossoms drifting on the breeze, and the warm, familiar scent of your mother close by. Her gentle purrs and soft nuzzles are your comfort. her presence a promise of safety. The day unfolds in playful chaos. You and your siblings tumble and wrestle, paws batting, tails flicking, teeth bared in harmless mock battles. Each playful leap and tumble is a lesson, learning the art of balance, the strength of your muscles, and the subtle signals of your pride. As the sun climbs higher, you watch the lionesses, your mother, your aunts, move with effortless grace. Their muscles ripple beneath tawny coats, every step measured and silent, their eyes always alert, scanning the horizon for both danger and opportunity. Their vigilance is your shield. When the pride rests, the lionesses form a living barrier, their bodies curled protectively around the cubs, their ears flicking at the slightest sound, always ready to defend against the unseen threats lurking beyond the den. Now, become the pride's guardian, a powerful male lion, mane thick and wild, eyes sharp with experience. You stride across your territory, the earth vibrating beneath your heavy paws, your presence a silent warning to all who might challenge your reign. The dawn wind tugs at your mane as you patrol the boundaries, marking the land with your scent, pausing to listen to the distant calls of rivals and the soft footfalls of your pride. The world is yours to protect, every sunrise a new test of your strength and resolve. You draw in a deep breath, feeling the power gather in your chest and unleash a thunderous roar. The sound rolls across the plains, a declaration of dominance, a promise to friend and foe alike that you are here, unyielding and unafraid. Every shift in the wind brings new information, the musky trail of a zebra herd, the sharp tang of a distant rival, the faint, acrid scent of hyenas. Each breath is a story, each scent a clue in the ongoing drama of survival. Your days are spent in constant vigilance, eyes scanning the horizon, ears tuned to the subtlest sounds. The peace of your rule is always shadowed by the possibility of challenge, the knowledge that only the strongest endure. As dusk falls, the world transforms. Slip into the role of a lioness, her body pressed low against the cooling earth, every muscle coiled with anticipation. The air is thick with the scent of prey, the grass whispering secrets as you move with silent precision. The savannah is painted in twilight hues, shadows stretching long, the sky a canvas of deepening blue and silver. The world holds its breath, waiting for the hunt to begin. You move as one with the grass, each step measured, each breath controlled. Your eyes lock onto your quarry, every sense sharpened to a single, unwavering focus. The world narrows to the thud of your heart and the flicker of movement ahead. Every muscle tenses, ready for the explosive burst that will decide the fate of the hunt. Around you, your sisters move in silent harmony, each one reading the other's intent with a glance or a twitch of the tail. Together, you form a living net, tightening around your prey with practiced precision. Suddenly, the world erupts into motion, a blur of speed, the crash of bodies, the desperate struggle as predator and prey collide in a test of strength and will. In these moments, instinct reigns. The outcome is uncertain, the stakes nothing less than life itself. The savannah holds its breath as the struggle unfolds. When the hunt succeeds, the pride gathers in a chorus of growls and purrs, cubs jostling for their share, lionesses licking blood from their muzzles, the air thick with the scent of fresh meat and the satisfaction of survival. Beyond the pride, life pulses in every corner of the wild. In the cool shade of distant forests, a red deer stag stands tall, antlers catching the dappled light, his breath misting in the morning air. He moves with quiet confidence, driven by ancient instincts to defend his territory and ensure his legacy, his every movement a testament to the wild's enduring spirit. The clash of antlers rings through the trees, a raw, echoing challenge that speaks of strength, determination, and the relentless cycle of life. High above, a white stork glides on invisible currents, surveying the patchwork of territories below. each one alive with its own stories of struggle and triumph. In this world, every creature is part of a grand, intricate tapestry. The lions, with their fierce bonds and daily dramas, are not just rulers of the savannah. They are living, breathing threads in the fabric of the wild. Their lives a testament to the beauty, complexity, and wonder of nature itself. In the golden light of dawn, a lion pride moves silently through the tall grasses, their presence a silent force, shaping the world around them. Nearby, herds of deer graze, ever alert, while flocks of storks soar above the wetlands, their wings casting fleeting shadows on the shimmering water below. Each of these creatures is a thread in the vast tapestry of life, and the lion, at the heart of it all, is both guardian and catalyst. The lion's survival is not just a story of strength and majesty, but a living testament to the balance of the savannah. As apex predators, lions regulate the numbers of grazing animals, ensuring that no single species overwhelms the land. When a pride hunts, it is not merely for sustenance. It is an act that ripples through the ecosystem. The deer, the antelope, the zebra all move in response, shaping the very landscape as they graze and migrate. The grasslands, in turn, flourish under this careful stewardship, their roots holding the soil, their blades feeding countless smaller creatures. The presence of lions keeps the herds vigilant and mobile, preventing overgrazing in any one area. The males, with their thunderous roars and watchful eyes, mark the boundaries of their realm, maintaining a delicate order that allows life to thrive in all its forms. Within the pride, the lionesses nurture the next generation, teaching their cubs the ways of the wild. Their care ensures that the wisdom of survival is passed down, that the pride remains strong, and that the intricate dance of predator and prey continues. The cubs, in their play, learn the skills they will need to one day take their place in this ancient cycle. When the balance is disturbed, when drought cracks the earth and water grows scarce, the entire ecosystem feels the strain. The grass withers, the herds grow thin, and the lions must range farther in search of prey. Each loss, each absence, echoes through the land, a silent warning of the fragility that underpins even the mightiest of kingdoms. The wetlands, too, depend on this balance. When lions keep the grazers in check, the grasses along the water's edge remain lush, providing shelter for birds and amphibians, and stabilizing the banks against erosion. The storks, the beavers, the myriad creatures of the marsh, all find their place in a world shaped by the lion's silent influence. The web of life stretches from the highest predator to the smallest insect, each life entwined with the next, each survival dependent on the health of the whole. When the cranes take flight at sunrise, their journey is guided by the abundance below, a landscape sculpted by the unseen hand of the lion. The wetlands pulse with life, a symphony of calls and colours, all made possible by the balance maintained on the open plains. And in the quiet moments, as a lioness watches over her cubs in the golden grass, the future of the savannah is written in her gaze. Her survival, and that of her pride, is the heartbeat of the wild, a promise that the ancient rhythms of life will continue, that the land will remain whole, and that the story of the lion will echo through the ages, undiminished. In the heart of the savannah, beneath the dappled shade of an acacia tree, a lioness lies surrounded by her newborn cubs. Their eyes, still sealed shut, search blindly for the warmth of their mother. This is the beginning of their journey, a path fraught with challenges but also filled with wonder and discovery. As the days pass, the cubs open their eyes to the world for the first time. The golden light of the African sun bathes the landscape in hues of amber and green, and the cubs, with their wide, curious eyes, begin to explore their immediate surroundings. Their tiny paws, soft and unsteady, tread cautiously on the earth, feeling the texture of the grass, the coolness of the soil. The cubs grow rapidly, their playful antics a vital part of their development. They pounce on each other, wrestle, and chase the flickering shadows cast by the swaying branches above. These games are more than mere amusement. They are the first lessons in the art of survival. Through play, the cubs hone their reflexes, learn the strength of their jaws, and understand the importance of stealth and strategy. Every moment is a lesson. The rustle of leaves teaches them to listen, the scent of the wind to discern, the leap of a grasshopper to anticipate. The lioness watches over them, her gaze both tender and vigilant. She knows that the skills her cubs acquire now will one day be the difference between life and death. The cubs' first hunt is a rite of passage. Under the watchful eyes of the adults, they stalk a herd of impalas. Their movements, initially clumsy, become more coordinated with each attempt. They learn to move with the wind, to blend with the shadows, to strike with precision. The thrill of the chase ignites a primal instinct within them, a connection to their ancestors who roamed these lands long before. But the savannah is not without its dangers. Predators lurk in the tall grasses, and the cubs must learn to recognize the signs of peril. A lone hyena, a slithering snake, even the sudden approach of a storm, all are lessons in vigilance. The lioness teaches her cubs to find shelter, to stay close, to trust in the strength of the pride. Nights on the savannah are filled with the sounds of the wild. Under the starlit sky, the cubs huddle close to their mother, listening to the distant roars of other lions, the calls of nocturnal creatures, and the whispering wind. These nights are a time of bonding, of stories passed down through generations, of the silent promise of protection. As the cubs grow, their playful games give way to more serious training. The lioness teaches them to hunt in unison, to communicate through subtle signals, to respect the hierarchy of the pride. They learn the importance of patience, of choosing the right moment, of working together as a seamless unit. The journey from cub to predator is a symphony of growth and learning, of trials and triumphs. Each step they take, each lesson they learn, brings them closer to their destiny as the guardians of the savannah. And as they stand on the cusp of adulthood, the cubs look out over the vast expanse of their homeland, ready to take their place in the ancient cycle of life. In the golden light of dusk, the lioness leads her now strong cubs through the tall grasses. They move with purpose and grace, the future of the pride resting on their shoulders. The journey of the cub, from playful innocence to formidable predator, is complete, a testament to the resilience and majesty of the lions. In the vast expanse of the savannah, a silent conversation unfolds, one not spoken in words, but in a language as old as the grasslands themselves. The lions, masters of subtlety, communicate through an intricate tapestry of sounds, movements, and invisible signals. As dawn breaks, a deep, resonant roar echoes across the plains. It is a proclamation, a bold statement of territory and strength. The pride's dominant male stands atop a low rise, his mane rippling in the early breeze. His roar travels for miles, a low thunder that tells rivals to keep their distance and reassures his pride of his presence. The lionesses, resting in the golden grass, respond with softer, rumbling calls, a chorus of unity, binding them together even when separated by distance. But vocalizations are only the beginning. Watch closely as two lionesses approach each other, their heads dip in greeting, muzzles brushing gently, a gesture of trust and affection. Their bodies curve in a mirrored dance, tails flicking in silent signals. A subtle twitch of the ear, a narrowing of the eyes, the arch of a back. Each movement conveys intention, mood, or warning. Within the pride, body language is everything. A playful swat between cubs means friendship. A low, flattened posture signals submission. When tensions rise, a slow, deliberate stare can diffuse conflict before it ignites. Lions are attuned to the smallest cues, an upturned tail, a stretched paw, a shiver in the whiskers, each a phrase in their unspoken dialogue. Beyond sight and sound, another form of communication weaves through the territory. Scent. A lion pauses at the edge of a thorn bush, rubbing his face and flanks against the bark. With each pass, he leaves behind a signature, a blend of pheromones and oils that carry a message only other lions can decipher. Scent marks the boundaries of the pride's domain, a silent warning to trespassers and a beacon for family members finding their way home. Even the act of grooming is laden with meaning. As a lioness licks the fur of her cub, she is not just cleaning but strengthening the invisible bonds of kinship and trust. The gentle rasp of her tongue is both comfort and communication, a promise of safety in a world of uncertainty. At dusk, as the pride gathers under the cooling sky, a symphony of sounds fills the air, soft grunts, purrs, and huffs, each tailored to the moment. Through these layered methods, lions share news of a fresh kill, summon help, or signal the approach of danger. Their world is alive with messages, woven into every breath and movement. In this realm without words, the lion's language is both delicate and powerful, an art of survival, a thread that binds the pride together through seasons of plenty and hardship. It is in their roars and nuzzles, their scents and stares, that the true story of the pride is told, a story whispered on the wind, heard only by those who truly listen. As the sun climbs high over the endless savannah, invisible borders ripple across the grasslands, lines drawn not by fences, but by courage, cunning, and instinct. For a lion pride, territory is more than just land. It is the very heartbeat of their existence, a kingdom earned and fiercely protected. The boundaries of a pride's domain are ever shifting, marked by ancient trees, winding rivers, and the silent testimony of scent. Each dawn, the dominant male patrols these edges, his heavy paws pressing new stories into the dust. He pauses at a gnarled acacia, rubbing his mane and flanks, leaving behind a message only lions can read. This is ours. Enter if you dare. But the savannah is a land of rivals. From the haze in the distance, another coalition approaches. Their roars, deep and thunderous, roll across the plains, a challenge and a warning. The air thickens with tension as the borders are tested. The pride readies itself, lionesses flanking the male, cubs ushered to the safety of dense thickets. In this tense ballet, every movement matters, a show of force, a synchronized advance, and sometimes a violent clash. Each moment decides the fate of the pride's realm. Territory is not only defended, it is sometimes abandoned, reshaped by the cycles of drought, the ebb and flow of prey, or the rise of stronger adversaries. When the grass dries and herds move on, lions become nomads, their paws tracing new paths through unfamiliar lands. Nights grow restless. The pride moves silently, senses heightened, navigating through the scent trails of strangers and the calls of distant prides. Migration is a test of unity and resolve. The lionesses lead, reading the whisper of the wind, the tracks of antelope, the distant thunder of hooves. The male, ever vigilant, brings up the rear, ready to defend against sudden threats. Hunger sharpens their focus, exhaustion binds them together. Each step is a gamble. Will the next waterhole be claimed by another pride, or will it offer sanctuary? In rare moments, the pride's journey leads to victory, a new territory rich with shade and prey. The lions claim it with roaring fanfare, rolling in the cool grass and marking every tree and bush. The land becomes a haven once more, a stage for new stories to unfold. But peace is always temporary. The dance of territory is endless, a cycle of claiming, defending, losing, and reclaiming. Through it all, the pride endures, guided by ancient instincts and unbreakable bonds. In the ever-changing tapestry of the wild, their struggle for territory is both a battle and a symphony, a testament to the resilience and majesty of the lion's spirit. Beneath the cloak of dusk, when the golden light fades and shadows stretch across the plains, the pride awakens with a singular purpose: sustenance. The lion's diet is as varied as the land itself. Zebra, wildebeest, buffalo, and the elusive antelope. Each prey demands a different approach, each hunt a new test of patience and precision. At the heart of this ancient ritual are the lionesses, the masters of the hunt. Their bodies, built for stealth and speed, move in silent harmony. With whiskers quivering and eyes fixed on distant shapes, they fan out, reading the murmurs of the wind and the restless movements of grazing herds. Every step is measured, each muscle tensed in anticipation. The youngest, eager but inexperienced, mimic the elders, learning the language of stillness. The pride's strategy is a tapestry of roles woven together. Flankers position themselves downwind, their tawny coats blending with the brittle grass. Others circle wide, driving prey toward the waiting ambush. Communication is silent, a flick of the tail, a twitch of the ear, a glint in the eye. The dominant male, though often absent from the chase, lingers at the periphery, his presence a looming threat to scavengers and a final force when brute strength is needed. Suddenly the signal, a burst of speed, muscles rippling under golden fur, the chosen quarry bolts, panic rippling through the herd. In the chaos, a single target is isolated, often the young, the old, or the unwary. The lionesses close in, their power unleashed in a coordinated surge, a leap, a swipe of claws, a crushing bite to the throat. The struggle is brief, the outcome certain. Victory brings a different order. The male asserts his dominance at the carcass, feeding first, a payment for his protection. The lionesses follow, their faces smeared with the spoils of the hunt. Lastly, the cubs approach, wide-eyed and impatient, learning with each bite the taste of survival. But the feast is never guaranteed. Days may pass with empty bellies, hunger sharpening the pride's resolve. Failed hunts breed innovation, nighttime ambushes, coordinated sprints, or the rare but daring pursuit of formidable prey like buffalo. Each attempt is a lesson, every meal a reward, hard won. As the pride gorges under a tapestry of stars, the savannah is momentarily at peace. Bones crack, jaws tear, and the circle of life turns once more. In the quiet after the storm, the lions rest, replete, powerful, and ever watchful. For in the wild, every meal is both a triumph and a promise. The pride will live to hunt another day. As the moon drifts high above the endless grasslands, another set of dangers stirs in the darkness, threats not born of claw or fang, but woven into the very fabric of the wild. For the king of beasts, survival is never simple, and the lion's reign is tested by forces as ancient as the savannah itself. In the hush of night, a low cough echoes through the pride, a whisper of illness carried on the wind. Disease creeps unseen, slipping from one lion to another, a silent adversary. A cub's playful energy fades, replaced by feverish eyes and shallow breaths. Parasites burrow beneath golden fur, sapping strength with every heartbeat. The pride huddles close, sharing warmth and comfort, but nature offers no mercy. For some, the struggle ends beneath the acacia's shade, life claimed by pathogens older than memory. Yet the survivors grow stronger, their bodies shaped by the trials they endure. Beyond the pride's circle, unseen rivals prowl. Hyenas, ever watchful, test the boundaries, their laughter ringing through the darkness. A distant roar signals a neighboring pride. Competition for territory, water, and precious prey. Borders shift with the seasons, and battles for dominance erupt beneath the stars. Sometimes the cost is exile, a lone lion pushed from the only home he has ever known, forced to traverse hostile ground where every shadow hides potential foes. But perhaps the most implacable threat is the land itself. A riverbed cracks in the searing heat, water vanishing into dust. The rains, once faithful, now arrive late or not at all. Prey herds dwindle, grass withers to brittle stubble, and hunger stretches its cold fingers through the pride. Storms erupt without warning, lightning igniting wildfires that sweep across the plains, leaving only scorched earth in their wake. In these moments, the pride must move or perish, their survival balanced on the edge of uncertainty. Still, the lions endure. They adapt, shifting territories, following the faint trails of migrating herds, seeking hidden waterholes deep in the thicket. Each challenge leaves its mark, forging resilience in bone and spirit. The wild does not grant easy victories, but it rewards those who can bend without breaking. And so, beneath the eternal sky, the pride persists, tested by disease, rivalry, and the ever-changing land. In every breath, every heartbeat, they carry the legacy of those who survived before them, and the hope that their lineage will endure whatever nature may bring. As the seasons turn and the sun paints the grasslands gold, the story of a lion pride is not written in a single lifetime, but woven across generations. With every sunrise, the pride's tapestry shifts, threads of loyalty, rivalry, and legacy intertwining beneath the endless sky. In the heart of the pride, an aging male surveys his realm, his mane streaked with the pale silver of hard-won wisdom. Once he was the challenger, fierce and unyielding. Now his roars are softer, and his gaze lingers longer on the cubs tumbling at his feet. The day will come when his reign must end, not in a moment of glory, but in a gradual yielding of power. Younger males, once playful brothers, now circle with restless energy, their amber eyes glinting with ambition. Tension crackles in the air, a silent countdown to the inevitable challenge. When it comes, it is swift, a clash of muscle and will beneath the acacia's shade. The victor's roar echoes for miles, a proclamation of new leadership, while the vanquished slinks away, carrying memories of rule and the hope of a second chance elsewhere. Transitions ripple through the pride. Lionesses, the steadfast heart of every generation, weigh loyalty against survival. Sometimes a split fractures the group, half the pride following a bold daughter who seeks her own destiny, carving a new beginning on distant plains. Bonds are tested but never broken, mothers and daughters, sisters and aunts, all linked by the invisible threads of shared blood and memory. The cubs, oblivious to the weight of history, chase butterflies and wrestle in the golden light, each carrying the promise of tomorrow. Some will grow to lead, others to wander, their fates shaped by the triumphs and losses of those before them. Over years and lifetimes, the pride's story is told in the scars that mark their bodies, the wisdom in their eyes, and the lessons whispered from one generation to the next. Through drought and bounty, peace and upheaval, the pride endures, ever-changing yet eternal. Their legacy is not just survival, but the passage of knowledge, strength, and kinship, echoing through time. In every pawprint pressed into the ancient dust, the pride's history lives on, a living testament to the resilience and spirit that define the king of beasts, now and forever.